Hello, everyone. I'm Trustic44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we went and completed a small side quest for Social. With that completed, it's time for us to continue onwards with our quest. I suppose we can keep Social with us, at least for a little bit longer. Why not? Now then, we have another place to visit and another side quest to take care of. This time for Sela. Shouldn't take too hard. Head over this way and then to the Hound. Someone on the road. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Well, perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and her army walk up the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon her back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armor and unrecognized by anyone, the ruler of Mendev is standing and watching the new commander closely. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There she decides to look around. There's a strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale. Establishing rapport with her troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale or lose face and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the world wound, the commander seeks to establish herself as a military leader on this new battleground. And her efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continued on. Their first encounter with the world wound has ended in their favor. Hey, bonus to morale. No, you don't have anywhere to go? That's fine. Down to the Houndheart campsite. We shall enter. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Alright, Sela, please get mounted. Let's start looking around.
There's something here.
Oh, probably this. Not gonna take the padded armor, it is worthless. Oh. We're finally here. Elon and Curl must be around here somewhere. And Jana too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Greetings, Sela, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elon puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Jana puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elon is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the saviors of Canabras, knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Let's not talk about it. I assure you I'm the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Cart, and we came here to help you look for Elon's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends, since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of a shiny silver metal with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Sounds delightful. I wish I possessed one of Master Derek's fine works. I've seen them from afar, worn by visitors to the Gwyrm Mansion, but I've never held one before. I was never allowed to approach important guests. I'm not one for florid compliments, my lady, but I suspect the Master would happily give you one of his works as a gift. He does that from time to time when he meets someone whose beauty inspires him. Oh, thank you, sir. Camellia lowers her lashes demurely. A trinket worth several months' pay, Elon. The rules on the surface are insane. You should give your girls fried rats like we do. You'd save yourself a lot of trouble. Maybe save those for the tabaxi. Is there something wrong, Elon? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Jana is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stops short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. Alright, off we go. Jana and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something. Or when we give up trying. Alright. Oh! Over there. Another thing hidden. And another thing hidden. Don't need the flail. Let's see. Torn Flag of the Houndhearts, a small but noble order of crusaders. I do not need the glaive. Ooh. Piece of an antique ring. A fragment of a gold ring broken into pieces. Mysterious runes adorn the inside of the antique piece of jewelry, perhaps once imbuing it with one or more powerful spells. Well, we'll hold on to that till we find the, Oh, I think he might be with us. The storyteller? I think he might have also left. Oh! A small Quasit demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine! Mine! Elon, look! Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack it all together before it can figure out what's happening. Oh dear. Mine! The Quasit throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine! Mine! Elon! Jana! Sela glances at her friends and turns to you. They're all right. They'll come round soon. Quickly, let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. We'll get it soon. I am just going to go ahead and check other bits around here.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Yeah, pick up all the loot we can. This tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it and a rustling sound coming from within. And we got a unique hat. This tent has been cut open from the inside. The knights apparently left with it in a hurry. The ground is trampled and there are signs of battle everywhere. The Hound Hearts were clearly attacked by demons here. There's the closet.
Mine, mine! This ring is mine! You can't catch me, silly wee kitsune! Come and get me, you're too slow, it's fun to play!
Follow if you dare.
Give me the ring, you scoundrel! Wait, Curl? Before Elon manages to get to the closet, the halfling Curl appears right next to it, quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws.
You mustn't get it!
Curl, what are you... Thrusting herself between Elon and Curl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elon, stop! Have you gone mad?
He's using a summon spell! Why did you stop?
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Some lovely prey has just stepped into my trap.
No! Elon, Sela, help! Damn it, I didn't sign up for this! Oh dear, everything's gone wrong. Get ready, we're on our own now. And down goes the babos. Elon, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl! Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this. He might be a victim himself.
What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels.
We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic.
And now we'll never know because you let him escape.
Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Let's see. Elon, think. Sela was defending someone she thought was her friend, and she stopped you from doing something you might regret.
I don't need a shepherd to light my path and save me from regrets. Can you say the same, Sela? Or you, Commander?
You clearly have something to say. Go ahead, then. Spit it out.
Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened in the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger. And maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight becomes a squire. Begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually. But not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly, and how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day, you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. You're right to an extent, Elon, but I didn't choose my lot, and I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best I can. I apologize for my harsh words. I said it to Sela, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown.
We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever is given to us, we can use it for good.
In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her.
Elon makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Sela watches as he leaves, but her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Falai, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it. Later. I have a lot to think about. As you wish. They didn't drop anything worth taking. Also, I got a bit wounded there.
The goddess protects us.
Heal me, please. Thank you. Sela, get back on the mount. I feel like there might still be... we can check the tent.
This will be quick.
Rimarax! Definitely kill them.
Reason.
There we go. Alright, that was, Bernie. They had a pair of long swords which are not worth it to take. Okay, well, at least we killed some Brimarax. And what's down here?
Thanks, Lan.
I found-
You're so awesome, Lan.
Hidden shield. Let's see. Why do you move like that? Hat of Heartening Song. Whenever the wearer of this hat uses any song, that is a bard item. We don't have a bard. Divine Protector. +2 Mithril Heavy Shield. Oh, that is very useful for you. You are going to be using that. Definitely. Okay. Well, nothing else to do there. Let's head back up and get out of here. We'll head back to, camp. A little backwards move, but it's fine. Alright, back this way. We'll be sleeping soon. Oh. Lan approaches you, casually polishing a ripe apple on his sleeve and smiling. I knew I'd find you here. It's been hard trying to catch you alone recently. Everybody seems to want something from you. You being the commander of the crusade probably has something to do with it. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I've seen you fight plenty of times now. The way you charge into battle like everything's depending on you. I don't know if you're trying to be a hero or if it's just your own honor at work, but when I think about you getting hurt, it's like my insides just turn to ice. Because we're friends, and I worry about you. I know. You're the commander and you've got to lead the charge, but let me protect you. It's the least I can do for you. Because we're comrades, right? And I don't want a comrade to be devoured by demons. Thank you, Lan. I also appreciate help from a friend. Hey, don't mention it. I'll try not to stick out like a sore thumb and stay out of your way. I'll just watch over you, silently observing from the shadows. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Forget what I said. What I want to say is, you can count on me. Sure I can. Okay, let's go out and speak to Sela. Down this way. Over in here. Sela looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Janna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or, not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had the sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Jana, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friend. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elon. I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin. But it looks like I was wrong about him, too. Sela looks at you closely, waiting for your answer. Do not lose your trust in people, Sela. So what if you made a few mistakes? It's no reason to give up on your ideals. Somebody has to show people that there's a better path. Sela's expression brightens. Thank you, my friend. I needed that support. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Jana and see if I can talk some sense into her. And find out why Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Elon told me in the end. I'd really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomade should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong, and it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. I imagine so. Alright, well, we've spoken to Sela. Let's go ahead and sell a bit of this loot. How are things in the camp? Iomade be praised, everything's fine. We're well supplied, nobody's going hungry, and the sick, well, you can't run a military campaign without somebody getting sick, but they aren't taking up any more beds than usual. Except... The quartermaster looks at the mound of equipment bearing the signs of recent tinkering. We're having a little problem with the soldiers' gear. The army has a standard that dictates who gets what, except the standard is only good for fighting and around Canabris. Needless to say, the conditions inside the World Wound are completely different. The scouts have been complaining. The local vegetation is like razor blades, they say, and it's slashing the soles of their boots to ribbons. Their cloaks might protect them from the cold, but they're useless against acid snow or caustic mist. The scouts are missing plenty of vital gear. A coil of rope is a simple thing, but there's not even enough to go around, can you imagine? How are they supposed to scale mountains with no rope? So I've been thinking, what if we issue them different equipment? The scouts, at least. I'm afraid boots and ropes alone won't be enough. Put the scouts on horses and provide everything they need. Now that you mention it, the horses are faster and can carry plenty. I'll see to it, Commander. I'll immediately write to Canabris and ask for experienced mounted scouts. We're getting ourselves a cavalry. Alright, and as for this loot, bulk selling, sell the hat, sell that, and this is going down to here. A little bit of money, and it seems we're going to need a rest, which I can do easily. Okay, people are already taking care of things here. Onion soup? You know, we're gonna be walking a lot. Let's do fish on a stick.
Sela, a ball gown would suit you very nicely. Or any dress.
Are you kidding? All that lace on me? It'd be like putting a saddle on a sow. It'd be enough to make the cats laugh.
You know what, fair enough. She's a paladin, she's not a fancy noble. Alright. And tell you what, I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we march northwards and see what else we can find. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.